I'm Rebecca Brand with my Sunseeker X3 Plus robotic lawnmower. I am so impressed with my Sunseeker X3 Plus. Check this out. This is my front yard at my house, and it's a weirdly shaped front yard. These are the before shots of my front yard. This Sunseeker X3 Plus is a new generation of robotic lawnmowers. Here it is cutting my weirdly shaped front lawn. The navigation is all powered by AI, artificial intelligence. It has all-wheel drive and also smart obstacle avoidance. I'll get to that later. But check it out as it mows this front lawn edge to edge with the way it had mapped my yard to go right up to the edges of the borders and keep on going to mow the whole front lawn quickly, methodically, efficiently for a great mow that it did all by itself without me having to even be there. One of its key features is its AONavi Positioning and Navigation System. AONavi means always on navigation. No matter what your schedule is, no matter what terrain, no matter what shade cover, it's always on to receive the signal. This is a trademark navigation system that Sunseeker developed in their research and development department. It's a fusion of the RTK-GNSS, which is real-time kinematic global navigation satellite system, all integrated together. It's a highly precise positioning technology that provides real-time positioning information with really great accuracy. There's a GPS receiver that's capable of the RTK. It takes in the normal signals from the global navigational satellite, the GPS systems, along with a correction stream to achieve 1 centimeter positional accuracy. So the antenna that's on top of the pole I positioned here in my garden is picking up that signal and sending it back to the charging station, which then sends it to my robot lawnmower, telling it where I had programmed the mapping. This is fascinating technology. The year is 2025. And because this is going on the whole time my lawn is being mowed, it's going to give me a full lawn coverage without missing any spots. This AONavi Positioning and Navigation System will work in different kinds of terrains, including shaded areas, narrow passages, and very angled corners like you see here. This is the edge of my lawn. It has a tight corner. The mapping system made it precise to get into that tight corner to make sure I don't have to weed eat over there. I love that. Once you set it up, I'll show you later in this video, the mapping is simple. You use a toggle right on your phone that looks like a gaming toggle to get it to go where you want it to go to map out your exact boundary of what you want your Sunseeker X3 Plus to mow. There are 2 toggles on the screen of your phone which help you navigate exactly how to create your map. The robot was incredibly responsive to that. More about the total setup later in this video. In about 15 minutes, my whole lawn had been mapped. And that's with me making a few errors on how I was pushing those toggles. It was easy to correct though. So with the map caught on your app, you're ready to mow your lawn. There's no need for any boundary wires. It's wire-free mapping, and I could have mapped a number of different lawns because it has a multi-zone management. So if your lawn's cut up into little pieces, you can have it mow those parts while it knows not to go into a no zone. You can fully customize where your Sunseeker X3 Plus will mow. I tested the obstacle avoidance and it was great. The Sunseeker X3 Plus has been programmed to detect and avoid over 200 types of objects. I put a volleyball right in the middle of my lawn just in case the kids didn't pick up before the next time your lawn would be mowed. It can detect all kinds of things. Besides toys, garden tools, water pipes, fallen leaves. Right now, let's watch it avoid my volleyball. It goes all around it with a buffer zone. My volleyball was never touched by the mower. Think of that of been your dog taking a nap, or a wild animal on your lawn, or maybe you sitting there on the lawn, or you walking in front of the mower. It's not going to come and attack you. It will stay away. Now check this out. I put 3 logs. I put 3 logs on my lawn like a teepee. A lot of times, there's trees or fallen pieces of debris on your lawn from nature. You sure don't want your robotic lawnmower to get caught up and damaged by something on your lawn that wasn't meant to be. The Sunseeker X3 Plus has artificially intelligence-powered depth perception. It knows not to get too close to an object. And here we have pretty thin pieces of wood. I mean, they're probably only 4 or 5 inches in diameter. And there's even parts of this configuration of wood that the eye might say, hey, I want to try to get underneath there. But no, it will understand this as something to avoid. That depth perception will ensure safe and precise maneuvering to not damage the object, nor your Sunseeker X3 Plus robotic lawnmower. That was quite the test. The Vision AI for smart obstacle avoidance is fantastic on this model. And with this whole sequence, you can really tell it did not hit any of those logs that I had stacked up like that, because I would never have been able to stack them up the same. I really wanted to prove how great that obstacle avoidance is. And the Sunseeker X3 Plus is an all-weather mower. If it were to start raining, it will sense the rain. It's got an excellent rain sensor, which will detect the rain and it'll pause the mowing and it will go right back home and be in its base charging until the rain stops. It has a water resistance IPX5 rating, and that's going to protect it from trying to mow on a wet, soggy lawn. What an IPX5 waterproof rating means is that a device can withstand low pressure water jets from any direction. And on a robotic lawnmower, maybe your sprinklers go off and you forgot to add that into the equation when you're setting up your schedule. It won't matter. Your Sunseeker X3 Plus will just go back home and wait for the water to stop, and it's resistant to water sprays and splashes that happen with weather. The blades just don't work if a lawn is too wet. That's a smart robotic lawnmower. It gives another 30 minutes if it's been programmed to run for the grass to dry, and it will proceed to finish the task it was involved with before the rain happened. It will find where it left off and continue to mow. I marvel at how well it is going right up to the boundary of my strange shaped lawn. And notice this, it has really quiet operation. It's less than 55 decibels, which is less than you're hearing on my voice right now of a normal audible talking tone. A normal talking tone is around 80 decibels, so 55 is really quiet. You can sit in your yard and have your conversations with your kids, your family, your friends, with the lawnmower running. It's not going to disturb you nor the neighbors. My front lawn is a pretty small lawn. The Sunseeker X3 Plus, though, covers a large area. It can cover up to 0.3 acres on a single charge. That's equivalent to about 13,000 square feet. My lawn here is only about 1,000 square feet. That will give you a sense of how big a lawn the Sunseeker X3 Plus could have covered. 13 times of what you're seeing here. And with that precision cutting on your full lawn, it's going to leave a clean, even lawn with very few missed spots. Check out the after of my lawn after my Sunseeker X3 Plus had mowed it. With these results, I can mow my lawn every day if I wanted to. I like to mow my lawn, though, with my Sunseeker X3 Plus 3 times a week in the springtime and only 2 times a week when it's winter. That's just my preference. The app has a great scheduling feature. You can decide exactly when you want your lawn mowed. The calendar on the app will program your robotic lawnmower to mow when you want. The lawn height is adjustable from about 1/2 inch up to a little over 3 inches. Now for this demonstration, I did the very shortest I could cut my lawn. It got quite the trim at about 1/2 inch. And when it's done mowing your lawn, it knows to go back home and start charging. It's compatible as well with Alexa and Google Assistant for voice-activated commands. When you order your Sunseeker X3 Plus, it arrives right to your door. I opened the box and it came layered with packaging. I want to show you all the different layers so you can see how well they've designed the packaging so nothing would get damaged during shipping. Great design of packaging. I took everything out and I placed it on my kitchen counter. The mower itself on the left was wrapped in plastic so it wouldn't get scratched. Same with the RTK antenna on the right. It came with accessory boxes and more. I took everything out of its wrapping and laid it all out on my counter so you can see all that you get, including everything you need to set it up right in your yard. They didn't leave a thing out. Here's a close-up of the Sunseeker X3 Plus. What a sleek design. In the middle, we see the poles that will make up the RTK antenna, along with the strong base. And on the right are the charging accessories, the electronics, and then the installation stakes and hardware you need. And they also give you extra blades. You'll replace them about once every 3 or so months for a sharp cut. Here's a close-up of the charging station. Here we see the charging plates on top, and it backs right on in to make a good connection with that excellent RTK navigation. Here is the ramp and mat it'll go up with all the tread on there, wet or not, to dock itself back at the charging station. Here is the front of the Sunseeker X3 Plus, and what we're looking at are the 2 camera eyes. That is what delivers the obstacle detection, just like human eyes. Underneath those eyes are the charging plate receivers, so the battery gets charged. Here's the side. We can see the wheel with all of that tread. The tread on those tires and the way it's designed will make it so we can go up slopes up to 30 degrees. My lawn was flat, but if yours isn't, it's able to climb a steep slope because of the way it's engineered with the wheels and the powerful motor to go up slopes. And here's the back of the Sunseeker X3 Plus. Here's the top of it. I flipped it upside down so we could see the blades. There's 3 blades connected to the rotor right in the center underneath. Here's a close-up of those blades. Here are the back wheels that have an excellent swivel so we can get into your tight corners and tight spots. They will swivel 360 degrees. I'm showing you how they go around so you know there's no resistance in them. They turn on a dime. Here are the treads on one of the front wheels. And before you install it onto your lawn, it's best to download the app. And within the app, you'll get directions on how to do that. So it's sitting on the base charging. Now, with all of my electronics I use and all the apps I do, I always know that connectivity is best once something is fully charged. And so I made sure my Sunseeker X3 Plus had a full charge, and then I downloaded the app. I went to the Sunseeker robot. That's the app. It's a smart app. It came right up on my phone. As with any app, it downloads to your phone, and you go through a number of windows to get it registered, and very quickly it connected. It found my location right away. That was impressive to me. There's a number of ways to pair it. I'm showing you what I filmed to do so. I found it easily with Bluetooth pairing. That method was easy for me. And to find out how to set it up, you could just do that completely on the app. You don't even need to read any written directions. That was great. And that's what I did. I just went through all these different screens and quickly and easily set it all up. That's what I advise you to do. That's the easiest way. Having all those screens come up made it super easy for my installation. And I had just followed along. And this is what I did for the installation. Here I am getting ready to set up my Sunseeker X3 Plus. I was so excited. I had it all laid out before me with the electrical cord. You're going to need to plug this in to an electrical outlet in your house or on the exterior of your house. It does need electricity to work, and that's what I was figuring out. I have an electrical outlet right behind my front table, so that was going to work well for me. Then I took the cord, which is about 30 feet long, to where I wanted the charging station on my front lawn. I laid it out to get an idea, and then once I decided where it was going to go, so I put it right there. That just seemed like the perfect place for it. So I put down the anchors, I twisted them in. It comes with a hex key. Makes it easy. I put them all in, and the wires were fitting behind it, going behind my brick planter against the wall of my house. And that's how the electrical wires worked for my house. Then it was time to find out where my antenna would go. It needs to be in clear sight of the sky. So I found a place that worked really well on my hillside. I made a flat area, and I placed the base on my hillside. I screwed together the 2 poles to make the one long pole, and then on top of that went the RTK antenna. The wire in between the RTK antenna and the home base I buried beneath the gravel. You surely don't want your Sunseeker X3 Plus to run over that wire and cut it. Make sure you bury that wire. I was pleased as punch that the installation only took me about 15 minutes. It was simple. You can see the pole behind me, and here I am with my Sunseeker X3 Plus. And you can see how bad my grass is. It really needed a mow. After I finished installing it, then it was time to do the mapping. I came back to my phone and looked at the instructions and followed them to map out my lawn with the particular boundaries of my lawn. So it's customized in my mapping. So I was able to customize the boundaries of my lawn. I found the mapping to be quite fun. The toggle switches on my iPhone made it super easy. Even though I made a couple mistakes here and there, it didn't matter. I could correct them by putting the robot back where it was supposed to go. So it didn't matter if you make a few mistakes and you're pressing the wrong toggle. I was getting the hang of it. So don't worry. You don't need to be a professional gamer in order to map your lawn, because I'm sure not. Especially in the corners. That was a little challenging for me to learn how to do it. but not for my Sunseeker X3 Plus to learn what I wanted to do. I actually liked this process. And right after I finished mapping, I hit mow, and it did its first lawn mowing right away. That was extremely gratifying to see that I had figured out the mapping wasn't hard. What a great feeling it is to have my lawn mowed anytime I want it. I used to have to pay for a professional service to come and mow my lawn. That was a lot of money every month. No more. I have a gorgeous lawn with my Sunseeker X3 Plus anytime I want it. I'm thrilled with my Sunseeker X3 Plus. I think you will be too. Can you imagine? My beautiful lawn now takes care of itself. I save hundreds of dollars a month of what I used to pay my lawn mowing service. Click the link in the description box for you to get your Sunseeker X3 Plus. I love mine, it's amazing. I'm Rebecca Brand, thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is for an amazingly beautiful lawn. Every single day you want your lawn to be perfect. It is so easy for me to tell my Sunseeker what the schedule of mowing my lawn is, rather than waiting for my lawnmower to come. I'm so impressed. See you next time. If you like this video, here's some more about gardening, one of my favorite activities of my life. Just click